But you gotta do it quick before it dry.
Yeah. I burnt myself.
A whole bunch of times I would imagine.
All right.
I can dig it.
But it was good.
Here we go. Oh. You want to turn off? How do the lights look off?
Want the light off?
Just for the candle opening? Just for the opening?
Oh, cause it
Could
they
you?
made it look kind of live though.
Yeah, it looks cool. And get the lights on when we get a chance.
And so what, you want to start like this?
So like,
Yes. Yes. Go plug the light.
go and I while I shoot the video.
You should get a drape or something that you should be able to pull down there now.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Look at these special effects. eWeb. Hi, and welcome to the SEO podcast, Unknown Secrets of Internet Marketing. My name is Chris Burris, owner of eWebStyle.
I am Charles Lewis, your internet marketing specialist.
This is our fun-filled Halloween edition, and you, if you're watching the video, you're looking at our eWeb pumpkin. Chuck, tell us
That's
a little
our
bit.
Google Partners pumpkin right
Yeah.
there. Oh, we talk about it now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So we are Google Partners. We participate in the program, and they had a competition where they sent out all agencies who were partners a pumpkin, and the concept was to carve the pumpkin and then post a picture of it and tag it at Google Partners. And then everybody, we posted that on Facebook and on G+. So when you see the picture, then go like it a whole bunch of times, go +1 and all of that good stuff. And
Excellent.
hopefully we'll win.
Yeah, the goal is always to win. All right, this is podcast number 212. The previous podcast is number 211, and the tip from that podcast is include a CTA in your meta description to make listings more enticing.
Yeah, you definitely want to take advantage of the search engine results page. That's the page that people come to once they search. And from an SEO listing, that natural listing, your description right there comes from your meta description. So take advantage of that meta description if you can. Put a CT in there, like a CTA in there, like your phone number, or maybe the reason why they should use you, or how you're the best at what you do.
We're so cool, we abbreviate abbreviations.
Exactly.
CTA is no longer CTA, it's just CT.
Yeah, call to, 'cause whatever action you want
It's a
it
call
be.
to.
But you definitely want to make sure you put that call to action in your meta description so it can show up on the search page. And when that visitor sees it, that's your first opportunity to start marketing to them.
All right, that's true. So that is our tip from our podcast number 211. Remember, we are your friendly, local, neighborhood top position snatchers,
Yes.
where our mantra is,
Don't be a douche.
if you can and you have a device around you, please tweet now. And what should they tweet?
I'm tweeting hashtag SEO podcast. This is number 212. Be sure to tag us in it at eWebStyle. That way we can follow you back and do all of our social stuff.
Look, no tears. No
I see
tear
that.
tattoo.
I noticed that when you walked in.
Tear tattoo. I didn't have to stop on the way in to the tear tattoo and step over the drunks and get my tear tattoo place. Did I say at the tear tattoo?
At the tear
That's where I
tattoo
get my tear tats put on. It's called the tear tattoo.
place.
We got a review. This is a really long one. I'm going to breeze through it real fast. Actually, this guy, Jeff Stone, is not going to get one patif. He's not going to get two patifs. He's going to get 3 patifs today. So here we go.
2 black eyes and a
And a
bloody
broken nose, yeah. Bloody nose. I don't know how hard you punch. All right, Jeff Stone. This was on our G Plus page. By the way, in order to get to our G Plus page, if you want to write a review for us on our G Plus page, all you got to do is go to e-webstyle.com/
G plus
or slash
Google plus
Or
I messed
slash.
that up. G plus
or slash.
Google plus.
I thought you were changing it
No,
up, not messing it up.
I missed that all
I
over.
like it. I like the change. That's good. All right, here we go. I have to say this is the best SEO podcast on iTunes. Content this good has to be reviewed. The quality of the audio on the podcast was lacking for the first 185 podcasts. By the way, that sounds pretty bad.
Hold on, say that again.
The audio was
Okay, you
lacking.
said content.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The audio on the podcast was lacking for the first 185 podcasts. But the last 5 that I've listened to have been great. I've been listening for a long time now, but took a brief hiatus for a year. Brief.
I know.
This is
You're in a
SEO.
65-day hiatus.
Yeah, like you take
Everything you was doing prior to that is no longer working.
you take a nap and you got to relearn SEO. But the last, let's see. So now I'm back to learn everything I can about SEO. And this is a great place to start. Like many listeners, I have ditched radio and instead listened to this podcast. The show is interesting, fun, and always gives me at least one or two things to look at afterwards every time I listen to it. Charles and Chris, you guys are doing a great job, and honestly, I learn a lot, not just from listening, but also from watching how you market your own site, blog, podcast, and run your social media. Keep up the great work. Our pumpkin's on fire. Keep up the great work. You guys are solid. Next time I'm in Houston, I'll buy you a brew.
Oh, I see it smoking. Oh, yeah.
It is on fire. This place is on fire. Yeah, all right. And Nick, you also have the title of Fire Marshal at eWeb. Next time he's in Houston, he'll buy us a brew. By the way, we'll hold you to that.
Yeah.
We don't. Yeah. Well, I got no shame on free beer. I drink two kinds of beer: Miller Lite and free. After I have my friend's site redesigned, after a decade of staleness, I will send you a link to review. Rock on. So here it is. Patuf, punch in the face, punch in the face.
Man, appreciate it.
And he, by the way, wrote original content. He is an SEOer on our iTunes account, and he also submitted.
That's right.
Right. It was original content. He also submitted, was the first to submit a review on our Facebook page. So, man, patuf to you. And if you want to submit a review on our Facebook page, which is one of the favors you could do, we already covered G+. The other one is facebook.com/eWebStyle. And there's a reviews tab. Just click there and you can add a review. The other thing that you could do for us has only 3 steps. Go onto iTunes, create an account, write a review. Send us an email if you'd like. We got a new tool that was recommended by one of our listeners so we can actually keep track of all of our reviews. In fact, this one is from that tool, I think. Ryan Jeff Stone was. Ryan Caldwell is, where did this one come? Oh, this is from Facebook. And it says, I really enjoy the content provided by these guys. If you need some pointers on developing your search engine optimization, download the library of podcasts and learn how to make your site #1. And this is a
punch in the face to you. I will say, downloading the entire library of podcasts could be a quite daunting task.
Yeah.
And so, and furthermore, podcast 0 through 150 are likely outdated.
Yeah.
In some perspective.
We've taken a nap since then.
Yeah. So, I would, if any new podcast listeners, if you want to listen to all of them, great, have at it.
And we're actually going to make that easier.
Yeah, we are. With new site coming, we organizing everything. That's really the holdup on a new site.
And
but what I was going to say,
too. Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
The app is not quite ready.
Yeah.
It's coming.
It's almost there.
It's almost there. But I think a good number. We're on 212 now. If you come in right around, I almost want to say after 180.
Yeah, right after 180.
Yeah, like 181. Yeah, that's a good place to start.
Yeah. And then finally, we've got this. This is from Ron Larimer. He says, this was submitted on our Contact Us form. He says, tell the guys that it is un-SEO. The rule is based on a word starting with a vowel sound and S, because S sounds like ES, S, and so un-SEO. And you're
Instead
looking
of ASEO.
Right. Because I was like, isn't it vowels and shouldn't it be A?
Yeah.
And then apparently we're going to call Ron Larimer, the grammar expert out of Huntsville, North Carolina, to the grammar expert.
Punch in the face to you. Appreciate that.
Probably didn't
Bit
know.
of knowledge that I probably won't ever use.
Well, now we know when we say un-SEO, it's actually right. Because it feels right to say it. And it's, you're never going to use it.
Exactly. Yeah, and you were saying?
I'm not convincing him. All right, remember we have a referral program. If you guys have an SEO client and you want us to take care of them, as long as they're paying the bills, you can continue to get paid. Fill out our form. It's actually at the bottom of our website. If you want a free website analysis, yes, we do free website analysis.
Yes, we do.
Analysis. We'll do an analysis of your website. All you got to do is go to our website, e-webstyle.com. Over there on the right, you'll see a form, free website analysis. And after our redesign, you'll find the form somewhere on on
It'd be
every
a
page.
button right there on the front page.
Then you can get your free website analysis. And do we have any algo, Cat?
Nope.
All right, we've breezed through the, I don't know, that's the Geno halfway
Man,
time
you just
limit.
outdated. It would happen when you missed
What is that?
like
time?
a week.
Yeah.
You'd be
In
out
my
of sync.
head, I got a code in my nose, so I can't think. It's amazing how important breathing is.
What?
All right, a little bit of news. The FAA relaxes in-flight mobile rules. So you can leave on devices, mobile devices. Now you can't make phone calls, and you're not supposed to leave your phones on, and that's a different issue. That's actually related to the FCC.
Frequencies and all of that.
Well, you know what it turns out is if you have a plane and it's a private plane and you got one or two people with cell phones and it's zooming across, it actually has to hop cellular circuits every 12 seconds at the typical speed.
Wow.
Right? Now you do that with a whole plane of people, 300 people, and 300 hopping. So the poor guy in the middle of nowhere whose cell phone circuit can only handle 25 people
Got knocked off.
he gets bumped. So yeah, that's an FCC rule. But now you can leave your iPad on and keep reading or keep watching a movie while you're actually, taking off and landing. So I think that's a good idea.
Oh, so no more getting in trouble for playing Words with Friends.
Yeah, yeah. Although Words with Friends does require cellular network, so you got to turn that off.
Well,
Ostensibly. All right, and Google Plus has some updates. One of the things listed in there, and I just thought this was really cool. Google Plus has 1.5 billion picture uploads per week.
well, yeah, that's because they automated it in Android.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was like, and I hate it because I turned it off because I didn't want to do it. And so now every time I add a new picture or take a new picture, it gives me the pop-up. You sure you don't want to turn on automatic upload to
Oh,
Google
and you
Plus?
can't turn off the pop-up?
Well, I checked the box. And
That was awesome.
yeah, I checked the box and it still pops up. So I just turned it on.
Say what?
Turned it on to stop the pop-up, literally.
Just recently. Yeah.
Yeah, like this morning.
Okay, that was like the 100th time, right? I'm tired of this pop-up. Let me take the time to find the setting to turn that damn thing off. All right, finally, this was pretty cool. Google KitKat is coming out. That's the new Android. And the thing that's unique about it is it's designed to work cross-platform. So if a company's coming out with a phone and they've got a low-end phone, cross-hardware. Now, it is the platform.
Oh, so it's not restricted to a certain firmware then?
Well,
a certain hardware.
Well, yeah. So if you're using less expensive hardware, it'll work there, and if you're using more expensive hardware, it'll work there also. So it's probably, I would imagine, it's also designed to help with apps, so that you don't have to design for different sized stuff when you're doing apps. Let that should be handled at the operating system level, not on the app level, because that's just a total pain in the butt.
Yeah, they have to design for Nexus 7, and then design for a 10-point Android phone, and then design for your iPad Air, and design for all of this. It makes sense that should be done.
Do it at the OS level. Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
I concur.
All right, so that is the potatoes of this podcast. Time to get into the meat. We got an interesting topic that we've been talking about around here recently. So
Yeah, we talk a lot about conversions, right, and what happens after the conversion. You know,
let me interrupt. Conversions reminded. Go to our Facebook page. Scroll down a little bit. Conversions.
Rewinding.
Rewinding. Get onto our Facebook page. There's a video. We made a video. It's out there. Kind of touches on this. You know, at the end of the day, conversions are all that matter. So
Definitely.
that's all I wanted to chime in.
All right.
Carry
cool.
on.
All right. But yeah, we've been talking about conversions and what to do once somebody converts, right? Understanding that somebody who's visited your site and made a purchase or a download or requested a quote or whatever that conversion was, they've actually invested some resources and time into your business. So why not resell to them, right? When their pocket's still open, right? When they still like you, right? That's the perfect time to remarket to them, to take advantage of that. And I came across this article here on Search Engine Watch by Joseph Kirschenbaum. Pretty good article, 7 ways to get more out of your conversion confirmation page. Conversion thank you page, right? That's what that is. And so his first one is, say thanks. And I think he says show your gratitude, because a lot of people don't do that. I mean, how many times have you went to a site and purchased something and then you got the purchases and then that was it?
It kind of implies make sure you have a thank you page.
Exactly.
Right?
But what he was saying was, you have to treat it as if it was in person. If this was in person and you just bought something for me, I would definitely shake your hand and tell you thank you. And since this is online, you should take that same approach. Tell them thank you. Number two, I like this kind of applies to us. I think confirm your coolness, right? So if you have a cool product, a great nifty product, or whatever it is, and your whole company is about being cool and being up to date or whatnot, then on your confirmation page, on your thank you page, confirm that coolness. Yes, you are dealing with the best SEO podcast on iTunes. Yes, you are dealing with Top Position Snatcher, because we are that. And it's okay to claim that coolness on your thank you page for somebody who's already spent money from you.
I kind of feel like you have to say top position snatches when you say that.
When you say that, yeah, yes, we are the best top position snatchers. When you do that, and so take it, claim your coolness,
Yeah.
and broadcast it. I like number three, plant the seed of the future. Plant the seed for future purchases. And so I think what he's really saying here is show related purchases, right? So if somebody came and maybe they're buying cologne, right? I'm working on a side project. Maybe they're buying cologne. And one of the things you could do is after they buy a certain brand, if there are newer products in that same brand coming out or that are already available, feature them. Feature them on that thank you page, because this person is still on your site and they still have a vested interest in what you offer. So give them maybe related products or other things. Number four, he says, deliver awesome supporting content. Now this is key. Okay, so you understand these people have already searched, they've already read some content on your site, they've already convinced themselves that they're going to make a purchasing decision, and they've made a decision and purchased. And now
Open their wallet too.
Yeah, they open their wallet up, exactly. And now they're on your thank you page. You should definitely show them some supporting content. If they bought a product, maybe that supporting content is a how-to video, or maybe it's a link to some other articles that have posted reviews or experiences about using that product. Maybe it's a link to an installation manual, whatever it is. But give them some supporting content to kind of enhance their experience on your site.
You could even do like you just purchased the best widget ever according to CNET, and then
And
put
with a link over to
CNET.
CNET.
You know,
Exactly.
that's kind of cool. People have buyer's remorse as soon as you buy stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. So do that. Number five, set proper expectations. I really like this one because a lot of times you'll order something and you may think it's going to be shipped sooner than it really is. But if you manage those expectations from there, then you don't have frustrated customers. You know, you can tell people just allow 7 days to ship. And what I tend to tell people, and one or two tools I practice as well, is over deliver.
Yeah.
Right?
Under promise.
Under promise and over
Over-deliver.
deliver. So I'll put 9 days shipping,
Yeah.
and I'll ship it out in 3 days, and that way you get it early. And so now you're actually having a great experience because you were waiting on it for next week and you got it early. And that's something that you'll share with others, and that's something you'll be proud of. That's something to make you come back and purchase again. So manage those expectations, and this is all from the thank you page. Number six, provide an orientation. I was like, what did he really mean by that? What I kind of assume he means is give directions for the purchase, right? So for example, let's say this is a download,
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah.
maybe it's a free trial or something, and so you need them to go do something. On that thank you page, give them clear instructions. Go check your email, click the confirmation link, do this and then do that, and expect this. That way, the people who sign up won't just be kind of left waiting on a package to come or waiting on an email or not knowing what to do.
And
right?
then they start blowing up your customer service because you
Or
didn't
leaving
explain
bad
it.
reviews and this and that, or saying that it didn't work. And so manage those expectations and provide orientation. And the last one right here was number 7. He put a retarget with precision. And this is key, right? So let's say you're doing remarketing, right? If you're doing any paid ads or anything like that, the conversion page is a great place to start a list of people who've bought from you, right? And so you can remarket to these people specifically. And thank you AdWords, they give a display network is so advanced where, back to the cologne example, let's say you bought the Rocawear Evolution cologne, I could market to people who only bought Rocawear
Yeah.
and just send them ads based on new Rocawear cologne, right? That sort of deal. Maybe you sell shoes, right? And you sell Nikes, Adidas, and Jordans. You could remarket to everybody who bought Jordans, put them on this list. Everybody who bought Adidas, put them on this list. And then over the coming days, remarket to them based on what they purchased from your site.
Yeah.
And you can do all of that from your thank you page.
I mean, think of it this way, when you're looking at a product, and sometimes, most modern shopping carts have recommendations, right? So you're looking at this, you probably want batteries, or you're looking at this, you probably want a baseball cap or whatever. Those recommendations are great things that you could remarket to people who actually made that purchase.
Exactly, because they've already bought something within that same kind of family. And so those were the 7 tactics that he put. So I'm a little frustrated at you, Joseph.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
like he's missing one.
He left off a key one, which I would put as social, right? I mean, somebody who's already spent money with you, and you're confident in your product that they're going to be satisfied with it. This is a great time to be social, right? Thank you for your purchase. It'll be shipped in 9 days, right? And you can take this time to give them some instructions. Like us on Facebook while you're waiting. Click here to share this purchase with everybody else. Or more importantly, if you want to be a little bit more advanced, maybe offer them an incentive, right? Your cologne is on the way. When your product comes, if you take a picture of it and let's say Instagram it, you'll get, 5 or 10% off your next purchase. I do that, and I'm pretty sure most people who hit a thank you page would also do it, especially if they like the product when it comes and it is exactly what it is. Or maybe you offer a bigger incentive. Hey, leave us a review, because that's extremely important, and get a certain percentage off, or get free shipping next time, or whatever it is. But these are all things that you can do on the thank you page, more importantly, to somebody who's already vested with your company.
Yep.
You understand? They've already spent money, and so it's easier to get somebody to leave a review when they're doing business with you, versus somebody who's still debating if they're going to do business
or did
not.
business with you months ago, right?
Exactly.
The value you give, it's human nature. The value that I provided you today isn't as valuable to you in a month.
Exactly.
So you look back at it and it's like, oh yeah, that was nice, as opposed to I'm so glad I got it. The other thing you could do, and we've mentioned this in previous podcasts, is when they're transitioning from shipping and actually doing processing, you may have a counter or something. You could do a pop-up right then that goes to Facebook. So that we've mentioned that before, which is why it was so obvious to us that he left that out of this article.
Exactly.
There's multiple ways to do that. That's a great way to include that. And sometimes there's 7 points here, right? If you tried to do it all, your thank you page would get pretty cluttered. So you probably want to go back and forth and figure out what you want to do. But that Facebook pop-up, like us on Facebook or share it on, I just purchased this on XYZ website, share that on Facebook before they get to the thank you, and while they're processing, is a great way to add one of those but
without
clutter
necessarily cluttering the page. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then some of the other things, of course, you could almost implement during the checkout. I think GoDaddy does almost an impeccable job of upselling during the checkout process. Sometimes it's overwhelming, but I'm pretty sure that their increase is plain, and it really works. And
they probably have lost some. The reality is they've probably lost some customers because it's a little in your face. And I'm sure the revenue increase is like, oh, bye-bye.
Deuces, and so take advantage of that. I hope this helps. I'll post this article on Facebook, Twitter, and G+. And so you guys comment on it. Let us know what you think.
Cool. That was a great article. Is there any
what? A little bit.
What?
Yeah, you see that I did the silent one. It was like,
it was so bad it was silent. I couldn't even. I was speechless. I was screaming.
Well, this is not really that bad. It was just really surprised. We had another client in the office today who said that they don't click on paid ads.
And by the way, this happens literally
all the time.
90% of our clients say, I never click. Literally, they say, I never click paid ads.
I never click paid ads. Google turned in their Q3 earnings report.
Q3, okay.
Yeah, that's
quarter. 3 months, right?
Yeah,
so
3
month earning. All
3
right.
months earning for the last quarter, $14.9 billion.
Billion with a B, like
B,
Dr. Evil billion.
Billion.
Wow.
From people who apparently never click.
Yeah, from the 10% of people who have never been in our office.
Yeah, so that's what's up.
Yeah, well, they're making it better. They do something with that money, and they seem to be.
Yeah.
They're changing the name of the Partners Program quarterly.
Yeah, they do. They're taking all that money and doing stuff like not providing.
Not provided.
Yeah, not giving.
By the way, that was mentioned. There was an article that I didn't include in the news. Talking about the NSA was tapping fiber pipes going into, I think, Yahoo, Facebook, and Google. And Google said that's one of the reasons that they are now encrypting everything and doing the not provided. So pretty interesting. Although I can't honestly see how
Keyword data can,
well, they're going to see the landing page, like the page they ended up on, right?
Mhm.
So you can kind of extrapolate what the keywords were by the landing page. I mean, it helps
well, there's
us.
tools to let us know what's ranking on this page.
Yeah. So, that's it seems slightly bogus, but
Yeah.
we're certainly moving into. Google seems to be leading the way in privacy, and I think we need it. We were in a meeting this morning and talking about the information that Google has and how they might know demographics. The new, are you male, female, what's your age group from Google and inside of Google Analytics, and it's because you're probably signed into your Gmail account, and if you never bothered to say you're male or female and your age group in Gmail, which I can't remember if you have to. I don't think for Gmail
so.
you do. Probably for G+, it may even be
G
optional.
Plus is obvious. Yeah.
And it may be optional still. The reality is they're looking at your email, and so it's probably not that hard to figure out who's a teenage girl by the emails that are coming in.
The sites they visit,
who
or
are
the keywords they
following.
use, or the all
Yeah.
of that other
Yeah.
data that's in analytics.
So yeah, it's kind of scary how much they have, and we just hope that they stay benevolent.
Yeah. I was sharing with my wife. It may have been last night or this morning that I'm glad that we try to walk a straight and narrow and do everything right, because that way, when Google has all this information and all this information is public, you don't have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
Right on. I can take advantage of technology.
Yeah.
And
not have to worry.
not have to worry.
I can sleep at night because I'm not messing around, messing
Exactly.
with people's lives or whatever. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. All right, this has been podcast number 212. That's 212 for all you guys who can't
Didn't
put
know.
212 together. I don't know. This is the most popular SEO podcast on iTunes and internet marketing
I feel like
podcast
you
on
missed
iTunes.
something. I don't know what you missed. I do know what you missed.
What did I miss?
Twitter.com/eWebstyle.
Ooh, did I missed one?
Yeah,
didn't I?
YouTube.com/eWebstyle.
Yep, I missed those.
Yeah, I'm missing one more.
I need a kick in the shins. Oh, well, we did Facebook because I was
Okay.
talking about it in the reviews, so we got those. Thank you for cleaning up the podcast. Until the next podcast, my name is Chris Burris.
Charles Lewis.
Bye-bye for now.